It was a clear and sunny day in the early 1900th years, and the world was filled with excitement about a new invention that could forever change the way we traveled, the airplane. People had dreamed of flying for centuries, but it wasn't until the Wright brothers successfully flew their plane, in 1903, that the idea began to become a reality. One of the lucky few who managed to experience this new mode of transportation was a young man named Jack. He had heard about the successful flight of the Wright brothers and was eager to try it for himself. Having saved enough money, Jack booked a ticket for a small plane that was going to take him on a short journey from one city to another. He arrived at the airfield early in the morning, feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness as he watched the pilots and mechanics prepare the plane. Finally, it's time to get on board. Jack climbed the rickety staircase and took his place in the cramped cockpit. He fastened his seatbelt and anxiously waited for the pilot to accelerate the engine. Suddenly, the plane pulled forward and began to race down the runway. Jack felt his stomach fall as the wheels left the ground and they soared into the sky. As they rose higher and higher, Jack's nerves began to calm down, and he found himself staring out the window in amazement at the world below. He could see tiny houses and cars that looked like toys, and vast expanses of countryside stretching out in front of him. The flight was bumpy and loud, the wind howling past the plane's wings and the engine roaring in his ears. But despite the discomfort, Jack couldn't help but feel a sense of delight when he realized that he was one of the first people in the world to experience this new mode of transportation. Finally, after what seemed like clockwork, the plane began to descend to its destination. Jack held on tightly as they made the shaky landing, feeling relieved and slightly disappointed that the flight was over. As he got off the plane, he realized that he had just experienced something that would change the course of history forever. And although the flight was short, he will never forget